So sorry that everything went up. We are talking about trends in multimedia, that you have enabling technologies which are developing at a rapid rate. These technologies help in assisting the, how do I call it? Help in assisting in the sources of multimedia system. You have the carrier, which can be the network that moves it from one place to the other. You have the switching, switching it from one network to the other. You have the protocol or set of rules that guides how each of these files can be presented. Then you also have the application, how they can be presented, the software that will enable you present this multimedia and look at them in various forms. The coding or compression, these files are extremely large. How do we now compress them so that they can travel over with lesser bandwidth on the internet? Database, how are you going to store them? In what form? Processing, how are you going to bring them out from the database and transmit them so that they can be rendered to people? And different system integration technology, you have different systems that want to use this multimedia. You recorded it using maybe a computer system, a desktop computer system. Now a laptop or an Android phone wants to play it. It has to now integrate it into the form that these particular devices can use in handling it. So these are the different trends we have in multimedia systems. Multimedia delivery. Multimedia contents can be accessed or delivered via videotape, hard disk, CD-ROM, or over a distributed network. How? You can record it on video and distribute it. You can put it inside the hard disk, distribute it. It can be inside your CD or even your flash drive, or you send it over a network. Your sister is in USA. She needs the recording of the family meeting that I held last week while she was not around. You have recorded it. You can attach it to your email and send to her. That is a distributed network. When she gets it there in USA, she downloads it and she starts playing it. And so it passed through the World Wide Web. It can also be non-interactive or interactive or printed multimedia. Multimedia and the internet require a completely new approach to writing. And the style of writing that is appropriate for the online world is highly optimized and designed to be quickly scanned by readers. A good site, especially when we are talking about World Wide Web, that is the most popular form of the multimedia delivery. So a good site must be made with a specific purpose in mind. And a site with good interactivity and new technology can also be useful for attracting visitors. So if the site is not interactive and is not user-friendly, visitors will just look at it, it's boring, and they gloss over it. They are not coming back to that site. So the site must be attractive and innovative in its design, function in terms of its purpose, easy to navigate, frequently updated, not dull, not mundane. That is the same information is there for the past 10 years, and fast to download. When users view a page, they can only view one page at a time. As a result, multimedia users must create a mental model of information structure. This is how it's flowing. From this page, we went to this page. That is what we have been doing. From this slide, we went to this slide, we went to the next slide. You already have a mental picture of everything that we have been discussing, how it has been flowing. So computer-based delivery of multimedia application include video games, interactive web applications, CD-ROM disk, and informational kiosk. Computer-based multimedia application integrate the various media components and allow interactivity and hyperlinking. Interactivity, you can discuss with the system, interact with the system. Hyperlinking, while interacting with the system, you may have information you need to verify, and there's a hyperlink. You click on it, it takes you to the new link immediately, and that is what you mean by hyperlinking. Delivery of multimedia applications. Let's look at the various ways. Multimedia applications can be delivered via the World Wide Web or on CD-ROM and DVD. On the World Wide Web, CD-ROM and DVD, let's compare them. Access time for World Wide Web can experience slow connection speeds. CD-ROM and DVD, contents are viewed immediately. The CD-ROM or DVD is inserted. That is true, because the system you are interacting with is just there with you. So the moment you slot in the CD-ROM and you say play, instantly start playing. But for your World Wide Web, the system you want to interact with is far away. And so the bandwidth or your network may determine how fast or how slow it is. But for the CD-ROM and DVD, nothing like bandwidth, nothing like network. It just play. It just goes there. The playhead will pick it and start playing it. So in terms of access time, the contents you have on CD-ROM and DVD, they are viewed immediately. They are faster than what you have on the World Wide Web. Because what you have on the World Wide Web may be fast, but sometimes it might be slow, depending on connection speed and internet bandwidth and the available resources. Sometimes you may be using a low resolution monitor. As it is coming in, it has to also do some conversion, and that will take a lot of time. Sometimes the files may be coming over a network where it has been compressed. When it lands on your computer, it needs to be decompressed. That will also affect the access time. But when they are presented to us, they look rather fast. But in terms of comparison, that of CD-ROM and DVD is faster. Ability to change content. For the web, it is easy to update material on web. New updates can be instantly accessed outside the web. But for the DVD and CD, content cannot be changed, but can be repeated and redistributed to audience. Content is already there. You can't go and change it. Why it is difficult? But that of the web, you can change the content and update it instantly as much as possible. Then let's look at multimedia hardware. I hope you're understanding all we have been saying, because you'll be able to ask your questions later before we close the class for today. Setting multimedia hardware, that is, what are the kind of hardware you may need for multimedia? We also look at the kind of software you may need for multimedia. Setting minimal hardware specifications are needed for a user to run multimedia application on the computer. Modern computers, like I said before, are normally equipped with all the essential components that are standard, but the variety is huge and careful choices have to be made. For example, if we liken our computers to mobile phones, all the mobile phones that are used by guys here, yes, mobile phones that are used by the men here, Shakiru, Lawal, what do they call it, Abdul Qadir, then Mid, all the mobile phones that these guys are using, they will be slower compared to the mobile phone that is used by Juliet Chinenye. Yes, Juliet and Chinenye, those two ladies, their own mobile phone will be faster. Why? Because they tend to use more expensive gadgets that are trendy, that are faster, that can record, that can store. But the men, they just want to use a gadget that can allow them to just communicate effectively. So the variety also affects the kind of hardware you may have. So the typical minimum hardware specification is a fast multimedia PC running at 500 megahertz or higher. At least 512 megabytes of RAM. You can take it more. The more RAM, the better. The RAM here means you are chewing, how wide your mouth is. If your mouth is not too wide, the quantity of food that you can accommodate at once and chew is small. But if your mouth is very big, you can accommodate more food and chew. And so the wider your mouth is, that is the inner content of your mouth is, the more food you can keep in there and chew. So hard disk drive with at least 40 gigabyte storage capacity, that is minimum. Monitor, buy the best quality monitor you can afford that have high resolution video capability. Then sound card, an expansion card that provides both input and output must be embedded or slotted on your motherboard. You must make sure it is there. Loudspeakers or headphones. If your computer has an inbuilt loudspeaker, no problem. But it must have. But if you want it to be higher a bit, you can buy a headphone headphones and connect to the computer, it can also aid in content delivery. Microphone. Most computers come with embedded microphone, but if they don't have, you can also buy and attach to the computer. But I think almost all laptops, mobile phones, they come with embedded microphone. A video card and graphic card, very, very important. Video card must be of a very high resolution so that it can display the latest trend in video technology. Then you need a CD-ROM drive and a DVD drive so that you can use them to play CDs and DVDs as the case may be. Your sound card. An adequate sound card is essential for multimedia. Modern multimedia computers are fitted with sound card as standard. So the choice of sound card may already have been made for you. It is only when you are going through the configurations of what you want to buy, you can look at the configuration of the sound card. If it is not what you want, you can replace it. They can remove it and put the latest one that is compatible with your system. A user should be familiar with sound card controls under the Windows operating system, because in the Windows operating system, it has a place where you can do your volume control, bass, treble, tenor, alto, all these terminologies that a musician or somebody who plays musical instrument is used to, they are all on the system. So you can actually adjust them. And your system may be playing a lot of bass or a lot of alto, a lot of tenor, or you can leave it at the default setting. It can just be playing normal. So you can adjust it. You can also adjust the output volume of the sound card and the input sensitivity of the microphone. Input sensitivity here means if it is very high, it means even when an ant is passing, the microphone will pick the sound. So sensitivity here might be maybe moderate so that it can pick normal sound without any problem. Loudspeakers and headphones. Speakers or headphones are essential for listening to good recording. So when purchasing speakers, it is always better you check that they have their own inbuilt amplification system. Amplification here means system that can filter the audio and bring it out in good quality. The sound level of all speakers or headphones can be controlled under the Windows operating system. But good speakers have a volume control knob that's external that also enables the user to adjust the volume manually. You can adjust it manually without using the internal control to do that. If you have an external speaker that you bought, it could have a volume control that you can use in adjusting up or down. Headphones can be integrated with a microphone. But the good thing about headphones is that the moment you connect them to the computer automatically adjusts the volume to what your ear can take. So when you connect it to your ear, you start hearing it normal. If you want it to be loud, like the one you have in dance clubs, so that it can even burst your eardrum, you can increase it. But the computer will also warn you that as you are increasing the volume, it may damage your eardrum. So if you go ahead and increase it so much that it is so loud and burst your eardrum, the computer will not be there to blame. Headphones can be integrated with a microphone. The so-called pilot headset that is used in language laboratory, that big one that you normally put, is different from those small headphones they give you where you buy your mobile phone. Stereo speakers or headphones are advisable for most multimedia applications because they have advanced volume control and acoustics. They are better than those small ones we plug to our ear. Class review exercises. We've come to the end of this class. This particular class for today. We have another class coming up next. But before we go to that class, can we answer these questions? Explain why multimedia systems need to be computer controlled. Why do they need to be controlled by the computer? Anybody can answer. Explain why multimedia systems need to be computer controlled.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think to allow for interactivity.
Better. Thank you so much. If they are not computer controlled, that means there will be no user control over them. Interactivity will be lost because that of the television and radio, they are not computer controlled. They are just one-way recording. So computer control means it will allow two-way communication and a lot of interactivity. Taking into account the trends of multimedia application, okay, this one is a discussion question, so there's no need for that. Describe the various components of interactive multimedia.
And we have the assets, the information and the knowledge
Okay, I hope you are not reading it from what you wrote.
No. I know we have the assets, information and knowledge.
If I say justify with sufficient reason why multimedia applications must be attractive and innovative in its design, function in terms of its purpose, easy to navigate, frequently updated, and fast to download. You can pick one of them and discuss. Maybe attractive and innovative in its design. One person can answer that. Function in terms of its purpose, another person can answer that. Easy to navigate, another person can answer. Frequently updated, someone else can answer, and fast to download. Can I get volunteers? Why must multimedia system be attractive and innovative in its design?
I think when as in the World Wide Web as a case study, it is easy to download the information online as compared to when you are watching your TV, which is not interactive enough. So you can download information online and you can edit.
Which question are you answering?
He said justified with sufficient reason why multimedia application must be attractive and
innovative in its design. That's the question you are answering.
Yes.
The answer is not too correct. Must be attractive and innovative in its design.
Okay, can I answer that one, sir?
Please go ahead.
The multimedia applications must be attractive and innovative to attract its viewers and users. It must be user-friendly so that it must not be boring.
So that more persons can visit that site.
Yes, so that more people can come
interact with it. Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about function in terms of its purpose? Function in terms of its...
A good multimedia application must function best to that purpose for which it was designed, like a stereo speaker or whatever. It must function best at that purpose, that particular purpose for which it was designed.
Okay, I think that is a good idea too. Easy to navigate.
Easy to navigate, easy to access.
Easy to navigate.
I say it should be easy to access the information.
Yeah, easy to move from one place to the other, even when you are using the system. When you are fast forwarding, you are doing any other thing, you can move. Fast forwarding here may be the same thing as hyperlinking. You are hyperlinking from one page to the other. You are moving very fast. Frequently updated.
Yes, the website should be updated frequently. The pages should not remain the same, maybe for like 10 years, to be frequently updated. For new content
why do you need it to be frequently updated?
For new content to come in.
Yeah, for the information there to be more current. Correct. Fast to download.
Yes, the internet network. The network should be very fast for easy download for content on the site.
Okay. Do we have personal questions we wish to ask before we go to the next class? Okay, I'll give us a 5 minutes break. At 5 minutes after 6, we'll come back for the next class, please.